Information is power. This is a phrase that I've been thinking about for the last couple of days. And in order to give a more coherent explanation of my train of thought, I would like to divide it into three parts, word by word. First, we have information. I understand it as the underlying carrier of any message given in a universal array of circumstances, from the larger universal perspective all the way to the communication at a cellular level. It all contains information in one form, way or another. Now we move to the word is, the isness of information, which to me basically means the neutrality of information. Information is inherently neutral. It is up to us to decode the message containing the information and then to give meaning to it, thus labeling it as either positive, negative, encouraging, discouraging, useful, useless, and all the words that we can think of as to uncover the nature of that information. And then we come to the final word, which is power. Now I want to make a clear distinction here. When I use the word power, I intend to use it at its most positive context, which means personal power to master oneself. I by no means use the word power as a way of subjugation of others or imposition of one's perspective to others in any form of way. In any form or way. I mean by that power to take charge of our own life and to do of it what we want to do, according to what we want. Now, information as it is, and the neutrality of it, it's useful because it's knowledge. And theory, it's important. However, it doesn't transform into an actual reality for one until we experience it ourselves. This means that we can understand how a particular sport is played, but until we actually play it, we'll make it our own experience as to what the sport actually is. This is just one simple example of what I mean by that. I say this because the whole phrase, information is power, I think it's very important once we understand that its applications are pretty much universal and that it is actually true in most of the areas of human life that I can think of. But only if we do something about what we already know. So, for example, if we apply it to the knowledge of our own biology, we might as well know what to do, what not to do to be in a somehow healthy state. But if we don't apply that knowledge, it's basically useless, aside of its theoretical purposes. And this is something that I've been thinking about because it gives you back control over your own life. And while it makes you responsible, it also gives you the tools, once you have that information in your hands, to do something about it and actually take charge of your own life. That's why I think it is very important to at least put it out there, to think about and to do something about, for the most part. Information is power because its implications and its applications are very broad, and because we live in an age and an era, which is very interesting to me, that we have access to all the information that we can think of, and what we make of it, of course, will determine whether it has a positive or negative impact in our life, and pretty much where is this information going to lead us? What are we going to do with that information? So for my own self, I view it as a huge opportunity to be in a continuous learning process and application of that learning. So I can actually reach places, learn stuff, practice stuff, share knowledge that it's been my own experience and that I consider important in many areas of my life. So this is what I'd like to close us off. Information is power. If we do take the responsibility to act upon it and to focus our time and our energy to consume information that is actually relevant to our main purpose in life as individuals, whatever that might be. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you very much.